terrifying experience for a Toronto driver this morning. His car was swallowed by a sinkhole while he was in it. Mario Tavares was pulling his Jaguar into a parking lot near Black Creek in Eglinton when the ground started to give way.
Severe storms, flooding rains, and high winds cutting across so much of the country. It may be spring, but the extreme weather season is just getting started.
Torrential downpours dumped up to 7 inches of rain across parts of Kentucky, turning roadways into rivers. In Tennessee, overnight, blaring tornado sirens heard after 68-mile-per-hour winds caused power outages for thousands. While in Alabama Friday night, lightning. Up to 5 strikes hitting every minute. The storms leaving at least 3 dead. In Kentucky, this stretch of Highway 22 simply washed away.
Severe weather in the Midwest, millions affected by tornadoes, hail, flash floods.
Tornado on the ground.
Overnight, wild weather across much of the country.
Reports from Texas to North Carolina up to Wisconsin and Michigan.
This morning in North Carolina, they're cleaning up after hail cracked windows and damaged cars. In Idaho, roads in need of a good plow after nearly 6 inches of hail hit the ground.
A massive tornado crossing a highway in Rochelle, Illinois.
Look at there goes cars. What?
Oh,
I saw headlights go flying.
Oh my God. What an unbelievable storm. We're talking about 20 homes destroyed in parts of Illinois. This is a crisis.
Live shot now from Fairdale, Illinois. That's from WLS helicopter out of Chicago. That town hit so hard, every single home in the town was hit.
Dude, that's kidding me. Oh my God. Look at the street. The street is a river. This is insane.
DNA showed it was a very rare and largely unknown Amura's whale, only identified in 2003 as a distinct species. It's only the second sighting in Australia, one of only a dozen in the world.
Overnight, major dust storms blasting through parts of Utah, California, and Nevada. Winds gusting up to 82 miles per hour in Salt Lake City, tipping semis and causing a pileup that left at least 25 injured. Powerful wind and blowing dust also causing problems near Fresno, California. And take a look at this incredible sight. Enormous dust clouds plowing across the Las Vegas skyline, blocking the view of the famed Strip and making it nearly impossible for planes to land. Temperatures plummeting in Salt Lake City, 40 degrees in less than 4 hours. Look at this suburb. That same street today, the snowblowers are out.
I've never seen anything like this.
In Oregon, witnesses say a tornado swept this car right up into the air. Torrential rains causing chaos in the south.
Firefighters still battling a wildfire in Southern California. The initial call Saturday evening for a small brush fire, but within hours growing to nearly 1,000 acres. Fire crews ordered mandatory evacuations of 300 homes.
I've been here for 21 years. This is the worst.
More than 800 firefighters on the front lines overnight. California in its 4th year of a historic drought. More than 3,000 acres burned in fires this year, nearly tripling the 5-year average.
My mom's gonna love this. Ooh, that was pretty cool. It's weird. Oh, whoa, that was really cool.
China, major sandstorms are sweeping across the northwest of the country as it faces one of its worst bouts of yellow dust in over a decade. Waves of sand and dust turned the sky yellow on Monday morning, while pushing temperatures below seasonal norm.
An earthquake measuring 6.4 on the Richter scale struck Taiwan. Almost at the same time, a magnitude 6.8 earthquake hit around the waters of Okinawa in Japan.
It is a tornado and it's kicking up a lot of brush and dirt in Desert Center. No damage reported, but the classic shape of this tornado is very unusual for Southern California.
Millions of people enjoyed quite a lightning show. This is what it looked like live above Washington, D.C. The system produced funnel clouds and dumped rain and hail.
Pounding hail and rain flooded roads and toppled trees on Monday, damaging cars and homes, and in some cases, slicing right through them. Many places are still cleaning up from the last storm that hit the south on Sunday, destroying buildings, flooding driveways, and shattering windows.
You could barely see about 10 feet when it was really coming down.
A cyclonic storm lashing Australia's east coast for a third day was declared a catastrophe by insurers after it destroyed houses, cut power to more than 200,000 homes, and caused millions of dollars of damage.
The East Coast low has caused unprecedented damage. From Sydney to the mid-north coast, thousands of trees have been uprooted, homes flooded and roofs torn off.
The type of gusts we're talking about here are ranging up to 135 kilometres an hour.
Residents in the tiny town of Dungog are still trying to come to terms with the ferocious storm that hit them yesterday when they were drenched in more than 300 millimetres of rain.
New South Wales Fire and Rescue reported Monday night was one of the busiest in its history.
The Carnival's Spirit cruise ship is stuck outside Sydney Heads with a huge swell making it impossible for it to enter.
2,500 people on board that Carnival cruise ship. They thought that they'd be enjoying a sunny getaway. Instead, they found themselves staring down massive waves and stranded at sea for days in what's being described as the storm of the decade.
Hermoso. El volcán atrás. Wow. Wow.
A huge cloud of ash spewing from Chile's Calbuco volcano, erupting for the first time in 40 years. Emergency services declared a red alert. Thousands of people evacuated the immediate area as a precaution. Calbuco is near the cities of Puerto Barras and Puerto Montt, around 1,000 kilometers south of Chile's capital, Santiago. Petrol stations in the region were swamped with motorists waiting in line to fill up their tanks. There was a lot of panic, lots of chaos, traffic jams, people going to supermarkets, everyone looking for water, people trying to take money out of ATMs.
Heavy rainfall in Temanggung, central Java, has caused a landslide. 3 hours of heavy rain hit steep slopes around the village, triggering the slide.
It is a rare sight indeed. It happened today over West Oahu. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Well, I see it on TV, but not really. Not here in Hawaii.
Tonight, severe weather across the nation, hitting from the Gulf to the northeast. In Texas, 6 reported tornadoes tearing through the countryside, and golf ball-sized hail rendering highways white. And even snow, making an annoying comeback in the Midwest and Northeast. High winds downing trees near Philadelphia, one landing on a house. And in Florence, New Jersey, wet ground turning to erosion, a landslide.
People began fleeing the capital on Monday, terror-stricken by 2 days of powerful aftershocks and looming shortages of food and water. Thousands of the sick and wounded are now living out in the open because of the fear of more collapsing buildings. This dramatic video shows the Everest base camp as an avalanche triggered by the Nepal earthquake hit. At least 17 people were killed in the avalanche and dozens were trapped in the icy terrain. The avalanche blew tents, people and gear hundreds of feet.
Oh! 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 Fuck! 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 Come under my jacket.
Incredible sight. This massive building behind me has been completely crushed by today's hailstorm, and there's at least 6 others in the area that have also come down. Now, this all happened this afternoon when around half a metre of hail landed on this area.
At least 12 people have been killed in Salvador. Heavy rain caused scores of mudslides, 2 of which turned deadly. It rained 7.8 inches in 24 hours.
At least 45 people have been killed and more than 200 injured after freak mini-cyclone swept northwest Pakistan. An official in Peshawar said the region has never experienced such a devastating windstorm before. The storm's speed in the open reaches over 120 kilometers per hour. The wind, accompanied by heavy rain and hail, forced the Pakistani military to cancel 2 flights to Nepal, taking supplies to survivors of Saturday's earthquake.
At least 52 people are dead, most of them women and children, after a landslide buried a remote village in northeastern Afghanistan. Roughly 100 homes were destroyed as well.
Massive wildfire in northern Ukraine is spreading, with the flames rapidly spreading towards the former Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Emergency crews are trying to control the fire, which already engulfs a large part of a 400 hectare forest and is about 20 kilometers from the Chernobyl itself. Now, the zone is heavily contaminated by radiation after the world's worst nuclear power accident ever, which was in 1986.
Chilean volcano Calbuco has erupted for a 3rd time in just over a week. The volcano erupted twice last week, spewing over 200 million tons of ash, coating nearby towns and cancelling flights as far away as Buenos Aires.
Oh my God! And I got it on camera. Oh my gosh, we've got softball-sized hail going on. And I just got, yep, I'm okay. I just got glass all over me. We got to get out of this. Yep, that just happened. If I'm gonna, oh my gosh. Yep, got that one too.